Okay, so final question I have for you, Jimmy, is what are the three things that you could share with our listeners that would make the greatest difference in their lives?
Well, first of all, I'd like to share the technique that I enjoy using, the gratitude list. I'd just like people to be grateful for everything that they have got. Just taking a minute to think about all the things they've got in their lives right now, and they're going through it in their mind or at a time when it's convenient for them, just writing down what they're grateful for in their life, and then having written down what they're grateful for in their life, just look through the list and be aware, and be aware of how many things that you're grateful for in your life could money buy, how many of them could money buy. Just being grateful to be alive is a good start. Being alive is fantastic. And the second thing I'd like to share is that I think sometimes we don't realise that life is quite short. We aren't around for a very long time, and it's important that we follow our dreams. It's important that we don't become a part of anybody else's goals. It's important that we set our own goals. It's important that we believe in ourselves and we believe that we can achieve anything. And one of the amazing things is once anything, all things that we do in our life now, people have passed their driving test, they've gone on to university, they've done a number of things, so all things are possible. I'd like people to really believe that all things are possible in life. And thirdly, what I'd like to share as well is a short story. And of all the people I've worked with, this was a while ago, we had a young lad, as we say here, he was 16 years of age, and I was working at a football club, and I worked at the highest level of football, and I've been out for 4 or 5 years. I went into lecturing at university and college, and I took some time out. And my way back in football was at a really small club in the UK. It was a lower living club. We had a young lad come through the door. He was 16 years of age, and he had a troubled past. His past, he got himself in and out of trouble, and he said to me at the time that his dream was to go on and play at the very highest level possible in football or soccer as done in the US. And we were a very small club, a very, very small club comparative to the big clubs. So the statement he made to play international level was like a world away. So it's almost like comparing college basketball to the highest level of basketball in the States, or comparing college American football to the highest level really. And he had a dream, he had a goal, so we'll write it down. Write down what you want to achieve. And when he wrote things down, he left it in his change room. Someone had pulled it out of the change room, one of the senior professionals, and they really, as we say in the UK, took the mickey out of him and said, there's no way you're going to go on to achieve that. And 3 years down the line, Steve, was amazing because as things progressed, I was actually in Australia delivering a seminar called The Winning Mind. And on that night, I was delivering this talk to 50, 60 kids, 16 to 18 years of age, and I said, I'd like to watch a game. Because of time difference in Australia, the game was going to be at 2 or 3 in the morning. The time, I said, I'd like you all to watch a game. And there's going to be a player playing that game called Colin. And I wanted to watch him play. I said, at 16 years of age, he was just like you. He had a dream, he had a bit of ambition. I wanted to watch the game. And amazingly, I'm sure there's someone who when I do these seminars, looks over me. And on that evening, he went on to score the winning goal for a team called Fenerbahce against Chelsea, which was at the very highest level. It's an amazing thing that in 3 years, he wanted to achieve what he could achieve. So one thing I want to share with people is that if you believe in yourself, that anything truly is possible. We can think of hundreds of examples of many people over in the UK. I'm not sure if the American listeners are aware of J.K. Rowling, the writer of the Harry Potter books. At one point she was living in an estate, in a council estate, bringing up children, or one child, two child, on her own. And people told her, you're never going to write this book, it's never going to come out. And 5 years after she'd written that book, she finally got a publisher and it got published, and that was a Harry Potter series of books. And now, if you believe what the papers will say, she's worth millions or billions. So it is amazing. And I think sometimes the first point I want to make, it's very easy to think that people have got it easier than us. It's very easy to think that people, for one reason or the other, are more fortunate than us, anyone that achieves anything. But what we need is realise, when people go on to achieve all these things in life, are just like anybody else. They've got a dream, and they put that dream into action, they just go for it. And sometimes, if you just go for it, you just never know where you might end up. I think the biggest travesty in life is to look back and think, if only. Then we don't regret the things that we've done, we regret the things that we haven't done. So it's important in life that if you've got anything you want to achieve, go for it. Because you just never know, as a result of going for it, where you might end up.
Awesome message, Jimmy. So let's leave our listeners with your contact information. How can they get a hold of you? How can they participate with you on your seminars? And anything else that you want to say before we close out the show?
Yeah, definitely. It's been a privilege and it's been fantastic for having me on, Steve. I really appreciate it, and it's been fantastic to be able to connect with you guys in America as well. It's been an amazing experience, and having time fly, I can't believe the hour's really gone already. And the website is XLNLP. It's EXCEL with NLP.com. That's XLNLP.com. And I'm going to be running courses throughout the UK, and I'm going to be running some courses in Australia as well. At some point, more than likely in 2010, I'm going to head over to the US and more than likely run a few courses out there. We've got a book coming out later this year as well called Get Busy Living. So I'm really looking forward to sharing some of my life experiences and some of the experiences of people who've touched my life one or the other and had a significant effect on me. And I really want to share the experiences with the book that comes out later this year as well. So once again, Steve, I really want to thank you for having me on tonight, and thanks all the listeners for tuning in. It's been a fantastic experience, and it's gone really quick.